Hello dear friends and net aspirants, welcome back to High Point again. Today in this video we will look at Milton's On His Blindness. On His Blindness is a sonnet which is written by John Milton. About John Milton and his famous works such as Lycidas and Paradise Lost, we have already done video lectures previously, so you can check on that in the I button. I have given the link. If you have missed any of the videos related to the Puritan literature, you can also have the playlist in the I button. Okay, before going into the video, as always, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to it and press the bell icon while you subscribe so that you get a notification whenever we do some activity in here. And also follow me on Instagram for much more variety of materials related to English literature, which will be helpful for your NTA, UGC NET JRF, English language and literature. And also visit my website www.highpoint.in for having more simplified and well arranged study materials. If you are studying on your own, this visit can be helpful. You will know what to study one by one in every other topic that we have arranged for you. After having the free trial, you can see everything what we are providing. Taking that as a guideline, you can study your own one by one after digging the entire material on your own. If not, you can save your time and invest your time in covering the entire material with the help of a personalized study guideline and weekly test going on in every Saturdays. And also you can revise them as much as possible using the previous question papers and the PDF materials that we are providing there. So if you want to know anything related to the course materials, the fee structure, or anything related to the website or the materials that we are providing, you can use this WhatsApp number or use the Instagram ID to reach out to me. Okay, about On His Blindness, let's have an introduction. First of all, about John Milton, I'm not going to say anything here much because an individual video is already done about him. You can have that video in the I button, click it and see it. Okay, one of the best known of the sonnets of John Milton. John Milton has written many works, and this is a sonnet. Sonnet means 14-lined poem, and this sonnet On His Blindness is his best known sonnet. Okay, the last three lines are particularly well known. They conclude with "They also serve who only stand and wait," which is much quoted through rarely in context. So this is actually quoted immensely. They also serve who only stand and wait. This is in the last part of the poem. You can see it as we go into line by line summary. You can have it. If you want to have any other works by Milton, the detailed summary. The sonnet was first published in Milton's 1673 poems in his autograph notebook known as the Trinity Manuscript, from its location in the Wren Library of Trinity College, Cambridge. So he first published this work in 1673. Poems in autograph notebook known as the Trinity Manuscript. So while he was writing this poem, he gave it the number 19. He numbered it as 19. It is popularly given the title On His Blindness, but there is no evidence that Milton used the title. So the Milton didn't give any particular title to this sonnet, but popularly it is known as On His Blindness. The sonnet is in the Petrarchan form with the rhyme scheme of A B B A A B B A C D E C D E. So that is the rhyme scheme of Petrarchan sonnets. See, there are two types of sonnets. When we were discussing about Viat and Surrey of the Age of Revival, we discussed the Petrarchan sonnets and English sonnets since they have introduced it. And Petrarchan sonnet has this A B B A B B A C D E C D E rhyme scheme, and English sonnet has a different rhyme scheme which was popularized by Shakespeare, so that it is also known as Shakespearean sonnet. So what was the rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnet or English sonnet? Do mention that in the comment box if you know the answer. If you have watched my video, you must have known it. If not, you can check on the video about Viat and Surrey in the playlist known as Age of Revival. There you will get it. Okay, let's see the line by line summary of On His Blindness. When I consider how my light is spent, ere half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve there with my Maker, and present my true account, lest he returning chide, doth God exact day labor light denied. So these in these initial lines, he actually expresses his doubt and his sorrowfulness and his gloominess for being a blind person in the middle of his life, and also he doubts whether God wanted his service. If God wanted his service, then why did he take his eyesight from him? So that he is expressing his doubt and sorrowness for losing, for having, for being a blind person. When I consider how my sight is spent, or half my days in this dark world and wide. So in this world, I'm a blind person now, and I consider how I'm going to spend this life being a blind person, and that one talent which is death to hide, lodged with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve there with my Maker. So he says that, see, I'm going to spend this entire world wide, this life that I have on this earth, half of my days still there, and my eyesight is no more. So this is a talent that after death only we lose our eyesight. Now people are there blind, but still it is a talent which is death to hide. But now still I'm alive and it is useless. Even though I have eyes, I got no eyesight. So my eye is useless. But my soul is more bent to serve the Maker, the God. And present my true account, lest he returning child, doth God exact day labor light denied. So he says that, see, I'm bent, my soul is more bent, I'm ready to serve my Maker. But how can I serve? How this Maker of me expect me to serve? Whether he wanted me to serve? So he asked God his doubt whether God doesn't want his labor, doesn't want his service anymore. If he wants it, then why did he take the eyesight from me? Okay, that was the doubt and pain that he is sharing in the initial lines. Then comes, I fondly ask. So this was I fondly ask whether God doesn't want my service. If yes, if he wants, then why did he take my eyesight? I fondly ask. But patience to prevent that murmur soon replies. So, but when I was asking this, whether or not God needs my service, if he wants, then why did he take my eyesight from him? How he want me to express my service if I'm blind? But patience immediately came, and it prevented me murmuring these things, and replied. Patient is personified here, and patience replies to whom? Milton, the speaker. God doth not need either man's work or his own gift. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and post over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. So this is the last line of the poem. They also serve who only stand and wait. So patience immediately after hearing the murmuring of the speaker comes and soon replies to the speaker that God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts. So he says that, patience says that, see, you're talking about the service that you are ready to lend to God. But the truth is that God doesn't need any man's service or any man's gift. You feel that this eyesight is a gift given to you. But God doesn't need that kind of gift that you have. God doesn't need anyone, any man's hard work, any man's service. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. Who can serve the God best? Who is ready to bear their own burden of life? Okay, who will bear their burden of their life with patience, and they'll stand and wait? Who is there till the end, without fail? They are serving the God the best. His state is kingly. See, God is in no way need of your service. God doesn't need any of your gifts, because his state is kingly. He is the king of this universe, and thousands at his bidding speed and poster of land and ocean without rest. If he wants, thousands and thousands are there, to serve him, both in land and ocean, everywhere. No need of your service, no need of your gift. They also serve who only stand and wait. So who is serving God? Who will stand and wait? So who is bearing the burden of the life and stand and wait and patiently waiting for God? They are the persons who serve the God best way. Okay, so I hope this is rather simple. I hope this was clear to you. Let's see the themes of the poem Loss and Human Frailty. Milton explores the experience of losing his sight and worries about the implications of his blindness in his relationship with God. So he says that since he lost his eyesight, he feels that that will affect his relationship with his God. And that is a wrong idea that you have. That's what patience immediately came and told him. Actually, God doesn't need your service and your gift of eyesight and all. God is kingly. God can have immense number of persons, immense number of servants at his hand. So he can claim anything. If he wants, whether land or ocean or sky, he will get services from anywhere. So he is kingly. So it is about human loss and human frailty. Then we have biblical authority and duty to God. By referring to the parable of the talents, Milton expresses his fear that his blindness will keep him from working in God's service. So talents is a parable that we can see in Bible. I'll briefly tell you. It's like a person comes and gives some money to three persons, varying values. One was given one, the second was given some other three, or other person has given 5. Okay, it's like that. And he says to these three persons that when I come back, you have to multiply this, invest in somewhere, and I need this back multiplied. The person who got 1, actually he was perplexed what he can do with this 1 coin. So he actually went somewhere and he digged the soil, and he kept that 1 value coin inside that dig, and he did nothing. And the second person, he invested somewhere and he multiplied. In third person also invested somewhere, he multiplied. So when the person who gave the money came back, he asked the money back, and he was so pleased with the second and third person who multiplied this amount given to them. But the person who got one valued coin actually did nothing, and he just returned that coin. But he asked, why didn't you do anything to multiply this? So he said that I just cannot do anything with this 1 valued coin. So he said that, see, with this 1 coin, what can I do? I can't do anything. Then he says that you could have given to the money lender, those who are giving interest for the money. Then you'll get at least some money in return, right? When I come back and ask this money. So it's like God says that you have given many talents. You try to multiply it. Otherwise, your talents will be taken from you and it will be given to other persons. Okay, so keeping your talents useless is a crime, is a sin, that he says. So it's like that parable of talents is also referred in here. And the third theme is grace. The personified patience proves that God's grace requires nothing to his people but their presence and obedience. So what God wants, not the service, not the gifts from them, but their presence, they need to stand and they need to be obedient and wait for his command. That's all. That these are some of the themes. You can find more. If you have more themes regarding this poem, you can mention all of them down below in the comment section, and also let me know your suggestions and queries. If you have any doubts, anything related to this video, or your suggestions to improve the quality of the video, or mention all of them in the comment section if you have any doubts also. And that's all about this video. Meet you in the next video session. Don't forget to visit my website, and if you like this video, press the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And yeah, also follow me on Instagram. Meet you in the next video session. Until then, stay tuned to High Point and be happy. Strive for the best. And ta-ta. Bye-bye.